Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Yuli Andrayani and my student number is 009. I'm an English student at Universitas Muhammadiyah Semarang. This video is to fulfill the mid-semester assignment on teacher professional development subject. So let's get started to this topic today. Alright, in this video, I will tell you about how to be an ESL or EFL teacher. Teacher must have several quantities to teach your students, especially English as second language or English as a foreign language, because the language is not frequently used. There are 10 quantities of good ESL or EFL teachers. First, communicate clearly. Second, get them talking. Third, classroom management. 4, build relationship. 5, fun activities. 6, well prepared. 7, various sources. 8, students cultures. Then we have storytelling, and the last one is about enthusiasm. Alright, in this part we will discuss about communicate clearly. You can using 90% of common word, so your student will comfortable with the language or the material. Then the conversation will be enjoy and easy to understand and accustomed to listening to English vocabulary. Besides, you can use 10% of new vocabulary to increase student vocabulary in English. Your responsibility as an English teacher is to make your student understand about the topic and motivate them to always to learn material. So speak at your student level and at a pace that makes them feel like English is not hard, because English is very easy. Next, get them talking. Several ways that you should do. First, motivate them to speak English in class. You can motivate them to speak English in class to increase their confidence to speak with you or with their friends. Then ask questions and give a chance to answer, and write down the important point of material on the board. Then let them to re-explain the material. You can make them to discuss with another students. Try to speak in front of the class and many other to make them enjoy with your class. Because ask questions and do activities that let them to interact with the language. It is your most important job as a teacher. Next, classroom management. The best way is make students engage and have structured lessons so the student know exactly what is expected of them. You have rules and procedures to keep order, but focus on leading the class in an engaging way. If they have fun, they won't have time to cause trouble. There are several ways that you must do. First, you must have rules and consequences, because a great rule of thumb is to have 5 or less rules and consequences that are precise and easy to understand. Second, make procedures, policies, and system vital to the running of your classroom and should be specific and clear. Third, make organization. Classroom and teacher organization is a must. This organization is the quickest way to sabotage classroom management. 4, student engagement and rapport. Empower your students and the management issues will dissipate. Then 5, you must have teacher must have self-care to their students, because self-care is a vital. If you are not at your best, it can impact the classroom, but more importantly, your life. Then you must consistency. The more inconsistent you are, the less student will follow your rules, will follow your procedures, policies, and system. This is important because increase student success by creating an ordinary learning environment that enhance students' academic skills and competence as well as their social and emotional development. Next, we will discuss about build relationship. Asking student condition like how are you, how about your day, then talking an interesting story. The story may be your own story that make them motivate to more to like English, to more confident to speak English, and you can respect their perception, another way that you care about them. Then teacher must have sense of passion and appreciate every student achievement so that it's easy to learn. Because when students like you, they will open up and give you their best. Then fun activities. In the learning process, maybe you will be creative and innovative teacher by using educative games, because there are several benefits of educative games. First, increase students' creativity and cognitive, improve student learning focus, creating a pleasant learning condition for students, improving student socializing and interacting skill, communicating between their friends and teachers, increase student knowledge and experience. For example, you can using singing and dancing, memorizing, game quizzing, then quizzing game team tournament. It is this purpose of using educative game is to make them fun, to make them a more active to learn English, so their spirit will be increased. Because by making a class fun and interactive, students will learn better and teaching will be increased. Next, well prepared. Before you go to the class, several things that you should do is prepare your model or lesson plan, your media. Media is like a game, then material, subject, prepare approach, model, method and learning strategies, and make sure that you understand your student's character. An organized teacher is a good teacher, so have your paperwork in pristine condition. So you will prepare all of the things that needs to do in learning process. Then various sources. You must to understand that you just the medium. You are not only the only source language. So you can looking for another contents or make a new ideas. Make sure you more be creative and innovative teacher. To make new ideas and contents, you can search on social media like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Make a video to teach them, make a PowerPoint or another contents or idea that interesting for your students. Then you can find other sources and expose your students to different idea. Then don't prevent your student from experiencing the many knowledge that exists in the world. Then good teachers are consistently searching for new idea and contents. They open themselves up to other perspectives and cultures that explain it clearly. So you can make games, you can search another books, and you can use PPT or uh, educational interactive game. You can make interesting learning by discussion, game, team tournament, and many other. Also, you can using social media as your source or your reference to make an interesting learning. Then, students' cultures. Cultures consist of nation, diversity, tradition, belief, and ethnicity. There are many. Every student must have a different background, so don't make it an obstacle to learning, but let them accept and appreciate the differences. So, as a teacher, you must to understand your students' culture. This is very important to you and to your student. It is important for you because with knowing the characteristic of every student, you will enjoy. You will decide how the important way how to make make a learning process that uh, suitable with your students' cultures. Then respect and understand how to interact with them accordingly. Then let them to share and integrate their history and views into your lesson. Then learning through experiences will internalize English and make it part of their lives. 9 is storytelling. Listening is the first skill that language learners practice. If you can tell interesting stories that captivate your audience, students can learn and enjoy class even more. Storytelling may be by your history, by your experience that interesting them to more enjoy to like English, then it can be an interesting way to them. It can be it can motivate them to speak English maybe, or to speak English, or to learn English more. Then your storytelling, maybe you can um, use content. You must be creative. You can share your story. With storytelling, you can share your emotion. You can encourage them to listen your story, so their vocabulary can increase. You can so their communication in English can increase. And another benefit, positive benefit that you get when you storytelling with them. Or maybe your student will tell their experience, their interesting story to you, or to their friends, so they can share how to be an intelligent students maybe, or an interesting history that make them more confidence. Because with storytelling they will more confident, they will focus, they will motivate by your best story. Then the last one is about enthusiasm. Enthusiasm with the learning process that motivate you to continue being an educator. Could be a passion for the language, for the student, or for the process of teaching something or someone new and watching them success. Instructional enthusiasm consists of vocal delivery, then vocal facial expression, then eye contact, gestures, personal charisma, passion for teaching, passion for subject content, and humor. Because your energy in the classroom motivates myself and the student around me to reach complete understanding and of the course material and think like an engineer. Complex concepts and theories through clear explanation and real world examples become easy to understand. You must develop their spirit to keep learning English. To motivate them, you must to make them enthusiasm to learn English. Alright, that's all from my presentation today. I'm sorry if I have many mistakes in this presentation. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.